Ya yididai, ya yadadai, I am dididai, yam dididai, ay ay ay, I am dididai, yam dididai, ay ay ay, I am Yedid nefesh harachaman mishoch avdach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachave el mul hadarach yerav lo yedidutach minofet sufechotam ay 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 Adorna eziv haolam nafshi cholai avatach ana elna rifana la beharolach noam zivach as titchazek vetitrapei והייתה לך שפחת עולם ay 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 oh ay 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 ותיק יאמרו רחמך וחוסנה על בין אוהבך כי זה כמה נכסף לראות בתפארת עוזך ענאי לי מחמד ליבי חושנה ואל תתעלם ay 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 יגאלנה ופרוס חביב עלי את סוכת שלומך תאיר ארץ מכבודך נגילה ונשמחה בך מהר אהוב כי במועד וכונני כימי עולם ay 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 oh ay 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 didai ay ay am didai am didai ay 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 am didai yam didai ay 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 am didai ay 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 Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Nice to see you all here. We are glad to be joined this evening by Jonathan Bayer, who is going to co-lead the service with me a little bit tonight and add some music, add some guitar as well. I put the link for the Siddur in the chat if anybody's new or wants to use the digital version of the Siddur, and we'll continue together on page 15.
Lechunerana la Adonai Naria Litzu Ishenu Nekama Fana Betoda Vizmiro Nari Alon Lechunerana la Adonai Naria Litzu Ishenu Lechunerana la Adonai Naria Litzu Ishenu Nekad Mafana Vetoda Vizmirod Nari Alo yeah It's kind of like a Wilson Pickett thing. Ready? Yeah Lechunerana la Adonai Naria Litzu Ishenu Lechunerana la Adonai Naria Litzu Ishenu Nekad Mafana Vetoda Nekad Mafana Vetoda Vizmirod Nari Alo yeah Nari Alo Ki el gadol Adonai u'melech gadol ha'kol Elohim asher beino mecharei haaretz
Arbaim Shana Akut Bedor Va'omaram Toei Levavim Vehem Lo Yadu Derachai Asher Nishbati Ve'api Im Yevaun El Menuchati Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Baruchu Shemo Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Baruchu Shemo Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Baruchu Shemo Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo V'chol Ha'amim Nifleotav Ki Gadol Adonai U'mehulam Me'od Norahu Al Kol Elohim Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Baruchu Shemo Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Baruchu Shemo Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo V'chol Ha'amim Nifleotav Ki Gadol Adonai U'mehulam Me'od Norahu Al Kol Elohim Shiru Ladonai Shir Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo. Basru miyom leyom yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo. Basru miyom liyom yeshuato. Ki gadol Adonai melech ha'olam ha'ol kolim v'yolim ha'milim adam ha'shamayim ha'sahod v'hadar lefanavot v'heva bimkomot. Yismechu ha'shamayim v'tagel ha'aretz v'yaram hayam ha'mo yos. Lifnei Adonai kiva. Kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'emunato. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu in rabim. Anan ve'arafel sevivav tzedek u'mishpat mechon kisosh. Middle of page 17. Eish lefanav telech. Milifnei Adon kol haaretz higiu l'shamayim. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Shama vatismach Zion vatagelna benot Yehuda leman mishpatecha. Mishpatecha Adonai Shama vatismach Zion vatagelna benot Yehuda leman mishpatecha. Mishpatecha Adonai. Hey ya, 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 oh. Hey ya, 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 oh. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh. Shama vatismach Zion vatagelna benot Yehuda leman mishpatecha. Mishpatecha Adonai Shama vatismach Zion vatagelna benot Yehuda leman mishpatecha. Mishpatecha Adonai. Hey ya, 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 oh. Hey ya, 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 oh. Hey ya, 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 oh. Ki ata Adonai ohavei Adonai sh'sinu rasrim. Or zarua latzadik uyeshrei lev simcha. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai ve'odu lezecher kosho. Mizmor shir l'Adonai shir chadash.
Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor b'kol zimra. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, בכינור בקול זמרה. זמרו, זמרו, לאדוני. זמרו, זמרו, לאדוני. זמרו לאדוני בכינור, בכינור בקול זמרה. זמרו לאדוני בכינור, בכינור בקול זמרה. זמרו, זמרו, לאדוני. זמרו, זמרו, לאדוני.
Just like I know you are all singing harmony with Rabbi Russell, see if we can do this in a round. So whatever I'm singing, sing the other part. I'll start with the B part, so you start with the A part.
Zamru, Zamru, Ladonai. Zamru, Zamru, Ladonai. Zamru, Ladonai, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zimra. Zamru, Ladonai, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zimra. Zamru, Zamru, Ladonai. Zamru, Zamru, Ladonai. Zamru, Ladonai, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zimra. Zamru, Ladonai, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zimra. Bekol Zimra, Bechatzatzrot, Bekol Shofar. Hari Livnei HaMelech, Adonai Yeramayam Umalo, Teva v'Yosheva. Na'arojim Chalchav Yachad Harim Yeranenu, Lifnei Adonai Keva, Lishpot Haaretz, Yishpot Tever Betzedek, Ve'hamim, Mesharim. Adonai Melech Yirgazu Amim Yoshvev Krovim Teuned Haaretz. Adonai B'Tzion Gadol V'Ramu Amiramim. Yodu Simcha Gadol Nura V'Kodoshu Be'oz Melech Mishpat. Moshe v'Aaron V'Karim B'Shmo V'Karim B'Shmo V'Ram. Yamud Anan Yedaber Alehem Shomru Edotav V'Chonatan Lemo. Adonai Eloheinu Ata Natim Adonai Ayta Lehem V'Nokeh Lilotam. Adonai Eloheinu. V'ishtachavu lehar kodsho, v'ishtachavu lehar kodsho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, romemu, Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, 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 Adonai Eloheinu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu, Romemu, Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu.
I invite you to rise. We turn to page 20 for Psalm 29. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, Havul Adonai, Kavod va'oz, ay, 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 Havul Adonai, Kevod shemo ishtachavu Adonai, B'hadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, El hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai bakoa, ay, 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 Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et arzei Havanon, Vayarkidem kemo egel Levanon, Vesirion kemo ben reimim, ay, 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 Kol Adonai choslev leavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yachol elayalot, Vayechesov ye'arot, Uveichalo kulo omer kavod. Adonai lama bu yashava yeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom, ay, 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 nay, nay, ay, 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 nay, 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 ay, 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 nay, 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 ay, 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 dam, dai, 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 ay, 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 dai, 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 ay, 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 Have a seat. We are going to continue into Shabbat with Lecha Dodi. I'm going to turn it over to Jonathan.
I was singing a very high harmony with you there, Rabbi Russell.
I could hear you.
I think maybe you could. Our houses aren't that far apart. My My neighbors definitely heard me. Ay, 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה שמור וזכור בדבורך השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד שמו תפארת ולתהילה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו במיוחד כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם וסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומיצי מתוך אפיך רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קור בהל נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה
לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך ומיורי אורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי בכי Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Vehayu limshisa shosaich v'rachaku kol mevalayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Yamin usmol tifrotzi ve'et Adonai taritzi al yarish ben parti ve'nismecha ve'nagila. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Please rise. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Oh ay 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 nay nay. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hello. It's nice to see everyone here. Just a quick hello. Hello to Gary. Sorry that I missed your l'chaim. I caught the tail end of it and heard about your fancy glasses. That's really neat. Shabbat Shalom, Rindy and Sandy. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Jean and Debbie and Steve. Shabbat Shalom, Jonathan, Stuart, and the Rutman family in Minneapolis. You're excited, I'm sure, for the baseball season. Congratulations, you re-signed Nelly Cruz. That should go a long way. Shabbat Shalom to Randy and to Daniel, to Catherine, to Alan. Shabbat Shalom. Look at this. Walt Whitman is joining us. Shabbat Shalom, Mr. Whitman. I'm just kidding, Joe. Shabbat Shalom, Joe. Joe, this would be the Shabbat that we would all be enjoying a kiddush of delicious hot dogs and fixins in honor of Joe's father, which he does every year. So this would be that Shabbat. And so I know and Rabbi Russell can attest to this, I really miss those hot dogs. So I look forward to the hot dogs whenever we can be back together. Shabbat Shalom to Karen, to Alan, to Shira. Shira, what are you reading back there? Shira, what are you reading?
Sure. What are you reading? Show them the hold to the camera.
A children's illustrated Jewish Bible. Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm reading the part about Passover.
Well, you're getting ready, Shira, for Passover, and that's
I love it.
No, isn't that that we love having you here, and we love having your joy. And we look forward to it. Pesach in just a couple of weeks. Marisol, hello. Everyone say hello to Marisol. Marisol moved to San Francisco. Marisol, you can unmute yourself. Marisol moved to San Francisco the 1st of March from Modesto, California, and you're there with your daughter. Introduce your daughter.
I'm Hyacinth. Hyacinth.
Hi, Hyacinth. How are you? Nice to see you. Everyone say hello to Hyacinth and to Marisol. They're new members of our community. They just moved to the Presidio just at the beginning of the month. So we're thrilled to have you join us. Shabbat Shalom. Hello, Riva. How you doing, Riva? Nice to see you and David. And hi, Stephanie. How's it going? And Judy and David, Irving and Doris and Jackie. How you doing, Jackie? All right. Who else? We have call-in user. How you doing? And I just want to say, while I say hello to the people who are calling in, also hello to all of those who are watching on YouTube. I've heard that some of you prefer to just watch us live on YouTube or watch us on tape on YouTube. And so hello to all of you here. I wanted to show you this week's Torah portion. It's the end of our book of Exodus. And it's Vayakel and Pekudei, and in it Moses gathers the whole community around and gives them this list of instructions. And I just want to give you a flavor. The instructions are: go gather gold and silver and copper and blue and purple and crimson yarns and goat's hair and ram skins and dolphin skins and spices and lapis lazuli and other stones, as well as the tent and its covering, all the clasps, the planks, the bars, the posts, the sockets, all this for the tabernacle, the ark, its poles, the covers, the curtain, the lampstand, the furnishings, the altar of incense. If you're anything like me, if Moses is anything like me, this is probably just impossible instructions to sort out. And so it's really interesting here. Moses brings all of these instructions before the whole community of the Israelites, and who appears? But thankfully, amongst all of these people, there appears the Lord has singled out one individual, Bezalel, son of Uri, son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and endowed him with a divine spirit of skill, ability, and knowledge with every type and kind of craft. So it's interesting when you think about Moshe Rabbeinu, the great leader, and his ability to bring people together, to gather community, to liberate our people, to give our law. He's not able to sort of handle these materials. He's not able to make the art. Moses is deficient in some way, and it needs Bezalel. So if you just think about, maybe you knew some amazing artists, maybe you are an amazing artist, or maybe you knew some amazing artists who could freehand just draw. I mean, if you've ever seen that, or someone who could pick up a guitar, like Jonathan, and just instantly strum it, or someone who's never off pitch like Rabbi Russell, like maybe you've seen people like this before who just have this overflowing gift, this artistry that comes right out of them. And the word Bezalel is translated as the shade of God, actually God's shade. And I guess one way of looking at it is, I guess if you walk into some great sanctuary or great cathedral and you see the artistry up on the wall, or you hear some beautiful piece of music, it perhaps throws a little shade on how wonderful we are in light of all of this great creativity and artistry that is capable of being created by other human beings. I know that's often how I feel in the presence of great music and great artists. And it's interesting because the Talmud gives us a little bit of insight into who this Bezalel is. And Rabbi Yochanan says there are 3 matters proclaimed by God himself, 3 matters that God will proclaim. There's famine, plenty, and a good leader. So they say famine because God calls to when famine is going to come. There are just certain seasons in which we're famine. There's certain seasons in which God calls for there to be plenty. And then the very one, it says, and a good leader, as it is written, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, see, I have called by the name Bezalel. And I think that's a lesson that I've tried to apply. Well, let me explain it a little bit. I think the good leader and the Bezalel shows you that a good leader, as my interpretation, is someone who understands the limitations. Moses is the most humble of all the people on the earth. And he understands that he can't craft the sanctuary. He can't use the materials. He can't paint the picture. He can't sing the song. Some of us might relate to our own inability to be able to do those things. And so as we learn, and so the leader, the great leader, is the one who's able to appreciate and recognize that they don't have those talents, and that we have to build our sanctuary through the talents of those who have artistry and creativity that comes from God. And that's always been, not always, but certainly the past decade, I've tried to create religious spaces, understanding full well that maybe the rabbinic point of view is not the best point of view in terms of aesthetics and artistry. Maybe the rabbis are not the ones who are best able to create that. And so what I've tried to do in all the settings that I've been in is to bring in people who are like Bezalel and who share an artistry that perhaps throws shade on all of our intellect and what we're doing, because we share a little bit of the Spirit of God through them. And one of those people that I brought into our community was Julia Eisenberg. And here is a picture of Julia here. And Julia, this is from the High Holiday services in 2019, our last High Holiday services that we were together. It's Darian and Jeremiah and Rob and Thierry and Julia, who we brought into our community to lead us in prayer, to hold us up, to get us dancing, to clapping. Everything Julia did was vibrant. It was full of color. It was full of vitality and life, much like Bezalel. You know, I was flipping through the Facebook. The morning on Facebook is still very hard for me, but I was flipping through the Facebook, and I saw all of the different community centers and synagogues from around the Bay Area posting pictures of how Julia was with them in their kehillah and in their sanctuary, and their presence was able to light it up and add color. And we are blessed for having someone who captured the spirit of Bezalel to be able to pray with us, to bring vibrancy and color and diversity and life and spirit into our community. And Julia passed away yesterday, and we are very saddened by her loss. She was suffering from a long illness, and I'm sorry to say that we will miss her. And I usually when I have to say something artistic, I bluff and I turn to this one next to me. So Alana, I just wanted to, if you wanted to say something about Julia.
Yeah, I think, did I just turn the
You're
bio?
okay, they can hear you.
She was an incredible artist, musician, scholar, and she was just the most generous teacher. And Dan and I had this opportunity to learn with her a few years ago to take this class, and it was a very like esoteric niche class. This was a small group of people
14th Street Y.
At the 14th Street Y, so we're on the Lower East Side or East Village, wherever it was, in one of these classrooms. It was probably like a preschool room, so we were the little chairs and stuff and the mats, and Julia was able to get us all on our feet and like kind of marching in a circle while singing, like doing this embodied song where we're like, yale, yale, and Dan was doing it and I'm doing it. And it was so awesome. And you would just do whatever she would tell you, because she was so present and embodied, and she just made space for that and created space for us to learn and sing and study and worship. And I feel shocked that she's gone, but we will be remembering her and honoring her, and her music is with us.
Yeah, so. And amen. And I couldn't read through this Torah portion and read about the limitations of Moses, our teacher, and how he needed people like Bezalel and artists to light up our spaces, to make them vibrant and beautiful and colorful. And her memory will be for a blessing in our community. And it is what in her memory and in this teaching that we see from this week's Torah portion, as we think about, God willing, returning to our shul, hopefully in a short period of time, we want to continue to reach out to all of those who are artists, who are creatives, and who perhaps have not had a Moshe Rabbeinu to welcome them into the sanctuary so they can light up our sanctuary. So I just wanted to share that with all of you and wish you a Shabbat Shalom.
Shkoach and Zichrona Livracha, may Julia's memory be a blessing for all of us. Thank you for for sharing. We'll continue now in our Siddur on page 23 with a psalm for Shabbat as we conclude our service together. Mizmor shir liyom haShabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, להגיד בבוקר חסדיך ואמונתך בלילות. עלי אסור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. איש בר לא ידע וכסיל לא יבין אותו. ואתה מרם לעולם אדוני כי הנה אביך, אדוני כי הנה אביך יאבדו. עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, סורי ולא עוולת בו.
Adonai malach, geut lavesh, lavesh Adonai oz hitazar, ahavti kon tevel, ba'altimot, נכון, כיסך מאז מעולם, אתה, נשאו נערות אדוני, נשאו נהרות כולם, יישאו נהרות דוחיים. מקלות מים רבים, אדירים משפרים, אדיר במרום, אדוני, עדותיך נאמנו מאוד. בביתך נאווה קודש אדוני לאורך ימים. איי 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 נה 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 איי 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 na 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 ay na 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 ay 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 na 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 ay ay na 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 ay 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 na 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 ay 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 oh ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
We'll conclude our service with a mourner's Kaddish. Before that, I want to read the names of those who we will be remembering this week. We extend, of course, condolences again to Rabbi Ain and Alana and Jeremiah and all of Julia's friends and family, to all of us really in the community on the loss of Julia Eisenberg this week, as well as to Betty Newman, who lost her sister Thelma also earlier in the week. Zichrona livracha, may their memories both be for a blessing. As well as for those who we lost over the past year, Kathleen Kerr, Elaine Dalfin Moscovich, Ruth Tepper, Geula Shapiro, Shirley Kimmel, Ethel Grushke, Betty Jane Abrams, Gregory Jones, Leonard Lewis, Ruthie Brosnick, John Wexelblatt, Shelley Mindich, Eugene Heller, Dr. Elliot Eisenberg, Jeffrey Mishkin, Sylvia Chertow, and Toby Ludmer. And for those for whom we are observing a yahrzeit this week, the beginning of Nisan, Betty Barnett, Shirley Bouch, Tanya Epstein, Isaac Eshkapor, Jean Gelfand, Sarah Horowitz, Joseph Lipsitz, Charlie Meyer, Wendy Miller, Lazarus Gershon Ratner, Oscar Scheck, Philip Sofa, Abe Spar, and Roman Zilberman. Are there any other names that anyone would like to add this evening?
Oscar Langer.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Hilda Perez Ramos.
Thank you, Marisol.
Kenneth Matfis.
Thank you. Zichron Livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. I'll invite those of you who are saying Kaddish to rise and unmute yourself so that we can say the Kaddish together. Yitgadal, V'yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma, Yivrach, Kirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechol, Uvyom Vayed Yisrael, Ba'adalah, An Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehesh Shmei Rabba Mevarach Allah Mu'alnei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei brichu ve'ela v'yitkol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata amiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba mimshmaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We are racing against the clock a little bit with Shabbat tonight. So I'm going to turn it right over to Jonathan, who's going to conclude our service, sing us out, perhaps in the theme of Rosh Chodesh Nisan, which is on Sunday, heading into Pesach. I don't know what he's going to do, but he'll surprise us. Just a couple reminders. Please check out Passover programs starting this week. Order your Seder food if you haven't done that. We have a bar mitzvah on the plaza on Sunday morning, but minyan will still happen at 8. Havdalah tomorrow night, and everything else in between. So really nice to see everybody. Shabbat Shalom, Chodesh Tov, and Jonathan.
I won't do any contextualizing then. I just can't get these tunes out of my head, and the only way to process them is to do them to Adon Olam, which is on 54 in my Sim Shalom Sidur. And Adon Olam Asher Malach בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, אחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו, להכבירה, בראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצור חבלי והייתי צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא. וידו אף כי רוחי ואיתי שם ואירה ואם רוחי גבייתי אדוני לי ולא הירא. Shabbat Shalom and almost Chodesh Tov.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Noach. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Beautiful service, Rabbi. Beautiful service, Jonathan. Thank you, rabbis.
Shabbat Shalom.
Chodesh Tov.